Cosmic soul, starlight seed of Gaia, your twin flame is not lost in the vast expanses of the universe. It resides closer than your next breath, pulsing in a frequency that resonates with yours, awaiting the perfect moment to fully manifest in your reality. The cosmos, in its infinite wisdom and impeccable orchestration, drew this exact instant so that this message would reach you, not by mere chance, but by the sacred and undeniable call of your own awakened heart. I am Ayla, a stellar emissary who channels the messages of our beloved friends of light, the benevolent beings of Arcturus, and I bring you a direct transmission from the Council of Light of Arcturus, delivered now, in this crucial moment of your journey, to reignite the flame of certainty in your deepest being. You are destined to meet, and this is not a mere hope whispered in darkness. It is a divine covenant engraved in the very essence of your soul, before you ever drew your first breath on the day, is Blue Planet. What you feel when you think of your twin flame, that profound longing, that instantaneous recognition that defies all earthly logic, is irrefutable proof, not a sign you are still waiting to receive, but the confirmation that already dwells in every fiber of your being. By the end of this transmission, you will understand with crystal clarity how to recognize the divine confirmations that indicate you and your twin flame are moving inexorably toward reunion, even through apparent silence and distance. But here is the first and most fundamental revelation that the Arcturians wish to share. Separation is not a failure, but rather the sacred fire that consumes everything that is not true love, purifying the path so that when you finally come together, nothing false remains between you. You did not find this video by chance. Your heart invoked this message, and something in your soul is ready to remember what your mind sometimes fears to believe. This is not merely digital content. It is an energetic transmission, a portal of light that found you because you are ready to receive its truths. This moment is a divine intervention, a turning point in your journey, for your soul has been waiting for this guidance. My heart is open and ready for divine love. Before we continue, if this video is being helpful to you, take a moment to subscribe, leave your like, and comment. I am awakened. This message from the Friends of Light is important, and you need to stay until the end to understand the complete truth about your sacred encounter. For every word here is an activation code for your soul. There is a form of loneliness that defies all logical understanding, a sense of emptiness that does not resemble the absence of company in a silent room. This is a profound longing, a resonance that pulses beneath the surface, even on the busiest days, the loneliness of a soul that remembers something it cannot name with earthly words. It is like a melody heard long ago that haunts your consciousness, beautiful and elusive, or the image of a face that never appeared in this life, but somehow lives with impressive clarity behind your eyes. It is a love that does not seem like an imaginative leap, but rather a deeply rooted memory, an intrinsic part of your spiritual DNA, a connection so exquisitely familiar, so absolutely certain, that it aches with tender intensity. It is the echo of a forgotten home, a whisper across the veil of time, an intrinsic knowledge that part of you is elsewhere, or perhaps waiting to arrive. If you have felt this silent and inexplicable longing, understand this. You are not broken. You are not confused. You are not overly sensitive. On the contrary, you are deeply aligned, incredibly intuitive, and exquisitely attuned to the deepest currents of existence, for your soul is remembering its cosmic origin and the covenants it made in the realms of light. What you are remembering is older than this life, deeper than this physical body, more real and more fundamental than anything you were taught to believe by conventional wisdom. It is the remembrance of a point of origin, a divine design, a sacred promise engraved in the very essence of your being, an agreement made in spheres of light with your divine counterpart. The Arcturians reveal that most souls do not fail in love because they are inherently flawed. Their struggle stems from operating with an incomplete map of the heart, following well-trodden, socially sanctioned rules of love, transmitted through generations without questioning. They invest energy in connections that fit perfectly into the life they were taught to desire, seeking someone, ensuring compatibility, building something stable, practical, and safe. Yet something deep within them continues to pull, continues to yearn toward a spiritual completeness that these conventional rules were never designed to acknowledge. When these carefully constructed connections fail, sincere souls often blame themselves, concluding they are asking for too much, their desires unrealistic, perhaps even selfish. They diminish their dreams, dim their light, settle for less than their soul craves. But through countless experiences and thousands of activations, the Arcturians transmit to us lies what has been consistently revealed. The morning is not imagined, it is real. The memory is not a trick of the mind, it is real. The profound connection that stirs your depths is not a fantasy, it is real. What is incomplete is simply our human understanding of where this truth originates and how we align ourselves consciously with it again. Your soul arrived in this life exquisitely prepared, overflowing with encoded blueprints and sacred contracts, impressions of profound agreements made between incarnations, solemn vows and divine commitments forged at a level of consciousness your awakened mind has largely forgotten. Nestled deep within that intricately encoded energetic field, pulsing with unique and unmistakable frequency, lives the signature of a divine counterpart. This is not about finding a perfect person. Perfection is a human construct. It is a soul that carries the precise vibrational frequency, a harmonic mirror designed to meet yours in a way that transcends all ordinary understanding and changes everything irrevocably and beautifully. The reason most people never reach that destined encounter is not due to cruel fate or cosmic oversight. It is profoundly linked to vibrational frequency. It is unhealed wounds that create static in the signal you should transmit with clarity. It is persistent karmic bonds functioning silently beneath every relationship, attracting the same lessons, the same patterns, echoing the same central challenges. It is the physical body braced for loss before love has fully arrived, unconsciously anticipating pain instead of embracing openness. And it is the heart, magnificent in capacity to love, but trained through countless hurts to protect itself so completely that it inadvertently builds walls preventing it from being truly found by the love it most desires. The Arcturian masters teach that this transmission is here to change that narrative, not merely by imparting intellectual information, but by giving you potent energetic keys. These unlock the latent wisdom, power, and readiness within you, so that your code of light can shine without impediments. The wound of remembrance, that deep pain your soul feels for someone you cannot name, is the first point to be understood. Before any genuine and lasting change can occur in your relational landscape, you must fully comprehend the true origin of this deep, persistent pain. It is a wound extending much deeper than conventional heartache, deeper than rejection, deeper than ordinary grief. It is the wound of remembrance, the deep visceral awareness of the soul of a connection so potent, so integral, that it existed in another time, perhaps in another dimension, another form, another profound chapter of your long journey through countless incarnations. This is a memory of the soul, an impression of belonging from a vibrational plane not yet manifested in your current physical reality. When this wound is active, it creates a powerful magnetic longing seeming impossible to satisfy within ordinary conventional life. Relationships, though sometimes pleasant, often feel too superficial, too transient, too disconnected from the profound depth your soul craves. Connections seem almost right, a tantalizing whisper of what could be, but never reaching the resonant chord of absolute truth. Beneath the most beautiful moments of this life, there is always subtle, yet persistent hunger. This is good. This is kind. This is lovely. But this is not what I came here for. It is a vibrant color missing from an otherwise beautiful painting, a key note absent from a rich symphony. This wound is not a flaw in your being. It is an exquisitely calibrated internal compass, a sophisticated navigation system embedded in your soul by the Arcturians themselves. Yet most souls misinterpret this profound inner guidance as damage or a sign of inadequacy for love. They spend decades attempting to heal this hunger, filling it desperately with substitutes, fleeting pleasures, superficial relationships, career achievements, material possessions. They tirelessly strive to silence the yearning, to rationalize it away, never realizing that the hunger itself is the profound message. The pain is not the problem. The pain is the signal. The yearning is not lack. It is the precise locator of a frequency already existing, already vibrating in the cosmos, already actively trying to reach you. It is a beacon guiding you not to what is missing, but to what is intrinsically awaiting your alignment. We pause to reflect, starlight soul. You have already noticed shimmering threads of magic woven into your days, repeated numbers on clocks, license plates, receipts, almost winking from the universe like coded messages from higher dimensions, signatures left by the Arcturians. That specific song playing at the exact moment you needed its message, a gift from the etheric realms orchestrated by beings of light. The stranger in a cafe uttering the precise phrase you needed to hear. A subtle intervention of Arcturian masters. The vivid, hyper-real dream carrying profound information or warning. A nighttime visit from your Arcturian guides. The name appearing 3 times in a single day. A reminder you are on the right path. The book opening to exactly the right page, revealing words you needed to read. Synchronicity divinely orchestrated. You have dismissed these as mere coincidence, as chance, conditioned by logic valuing above all else. But here is the profound spiritual truth. Synchronicities are not mere coincidences. They are much more. They are the eloquent language of the quantum field, the vast, intelligent system of energetic communication existing between your soul and the greater benevolent intelligence orchestrating your life's intricate design. They are the universe winking back, confirming you are on the right path, guided by your Arcturian friends of light. When synchronicities cluster, appearing with increasing frequency and intensity, especially around love, sacred connection, or a specific individual appearing unexpectedly, it is not wishful thinking. It is the field responding directly to growing frequency alignment occurring within you, with energetic assistance of Arcturian masters. Most souls miss vital messages, waiting for something louder, undeniable, demanding attention, a clear sign from heaven, thunderous divine announcement removing all doubt. But the field, in profound wisdom, rarely communicates with obvious certainties. It speaks not in thunder, but in whispers. It communicates through subtle vibrations, intuitive body knowledge, impeccable timing, through small, unlikely, profoundly significant moments arriving differently, feeling qualitatively distinct. It speaks through chills on your skin, sudden insight, inexplicable sense of rightness. It is a profound truth that not every soul you loved deeply in this life was destined for permanent partnership. Not every connection seeming inescapably fated was designed to last throughout this lifetime. Some of the most intense, soul-searing bonds you formed, shattering old perceptions and opening to new depths, stubbornly refusing to end completely even after separation, living as faint echoes beneath your ribs, were powerful karmic contracts. These were not arbitrary unions, but divinely orchestrated agreements serving very specific purposes, teaching crucial lessons, balancing energetic debts or imbalances, healing profound wounds requiring specific mirrors, particular challenging dynamics brought into conscious awareness and transmutation. The pain was undeniably real. The love, however complicated, was undeniably real. The lessons, however difficult, were undeniably real and invaluable. The Arcturians reveal that every karmic contract has an inherent completion point. When a cycle continues beyond organic completion, when you continue choosing the same lessons because they feel agonizingly familiar, that karmic bond transforms from purposeful agreement into self-perpetuating cycle. This persistent, often unconscious cycle becomes significant energetic blockage, distorting and obscuring the clear frequency of your sacred counterpart, preventing their true resonance from reaching you. It is like trying to tune a radio when an old buzzing signal dominates airwaves. When this key turns within your being, you perform the sacred act of conscious release. This is not undertaken with bitterness or anger. It is performed with profound gratitude for lessons learned, deep honor for purpose served, unwavering finality. You acknowledge with sincerity every profound truth and challenging lesson the connection taught. You honor the contract for what it was, sacred catalyst for growth, divine mirror for your evolution. Then consciously and energetically, you formally complete it, not just in mind, but in heart, energy field, cellular memory. This act frees both souls to gracefully move forward into higher expressions their true divine contracts call toward. It is the ultimate act of loving completion, liberation for all involved. Here is fundamental truth. Souls operating within genuine sacred contracts do not find each other through desperate searching, strategic maneuvering, superficial dating apps, or external manipulation. They find each other through resonance, through vibrational frequency alignment. They are drawn by invisible yet potent magnetic field each soul broadcasts into the world. Unique energetic signature composed of unhealed wounds, ongoing healing journey, authentic joy, deepest truth, crucially, intrinsic readiness. Your divine counterpart is not searching for your dating profile or scanning horizons for specific appearance. Their primary guidance system is sophisticated, fine-tuned by Arcturian intelligence. They are drawn by your signal, unique energetic blueprint you emanate into the quantum field, beacon speaking to theirs. This means every conscious choice you make, every profound inner shift, contributes to signal clarity and strength. Every time you choose healing over old patterns, authentic truth over social expectations, courageous growth over stagnant inaction, you strengthen your unique energetic signature. Every time you commit to real, gritty, uncomfortable inner work, instead of endless distractions or spiritual platitudes, you increase magnetic pull. Every time you honor yourself, your boundaries, deepest needs, authentic desires, especially when easier to compromise, you broadcast frequency your counterpart detects far beneath consciousness. You become living, breathing beacon of your truth. You are not merely waiting passively. You are at every moment actively transmitting. The pivotal question becomes, what exactly are you transmitting? Is it a signal of old wounds, fear, unworthiness, or clear, vibrant signal of wholeness, readiness, expansive love? When this key turns within consciousness, you cease exhausting, fruitless outward search. You powerfully shift focus inward, understanding that most profound, effective action is becoming the very frequency they are intrinsically drawn to. The most powerful action in this entire journey is not searching, it is becoming. It is courageous, continuous process of aligning with your highest authentic self. In every soul's profound journey toward divine love, there arrives a moment almost unbearable in exquisite subtlety, testing the very core of faith and resolve. It is the moment when you have diligently done the work, bravely identified and cleared lingering wounds, consciously elevated vibrational frequency, honorably released karmic contracts no longer serving your highest good. You have performed all necessary inner preparations, and yet, despite all profound effort, your divine counterpart has still not physically appeared. Or perhaps they appeared, but timing feels undeniably wrong. Or the connection is palpably present, undeniably real, yet has not fully blossomed into the tangible committed union clearly meant to be. This, my dear soul, is the surrender threshold, and it is precisely at this critical juncture that most souls, even most dedicated and spiritually aware, often falter, stall, or retract energy. True surrender in its sacred and most potent sense is profoundly misunderstood. It is not passive giving up, throwing in the towel, resignation that love will simply not come. On the contrary, sacred surrender is incredibly powerful, deeply active act of profound trust, courageous decision to consciously release rigid attachment to timeline, to how and when of manifestation, without releasing absolute certainty of what. It is about relinquishing grip on precise path while holding completely steady in deep knowing certainty that desired outcome is indeed destined. It is wisdom of letting go of oars, knowing the river will still carry you to the ocean. Every key that came before, every layer of understanding, every act of release, every moment of conscious alignment has meticulously prepared you for one ultimate destination: state of absolute unconditional reunion readiness, capacity to truly and fully receive divine love without reservation or fear. This readiness is not about receiving love as something you finally earned after long struggle. It is not relief from persistent ache of longing. It is certainly not external proof you are right to believe. It is receiving this profound connection as natural, inevitable, harmonious completion of frequency alignment, steadily building across countless lifetimes. It is recognition of meeting always going to happen, written into very fabric of existence, unfolding in precise timing always designed for, between two souls at long last, both simultaneously and completely ready to honor full magnificent depth meticulously written for them. When this final key truly turns within your deepest being, you will feel it not with dramatic fanfare, not with explosion of external events, but with settling so profoundly deep within your soul. Stillness, so absolute, cert, ain't he so quiet, yet utterly undeniable, that it is unmistakable. It is feeling of coming home to yourself. The quantum field, exquisitely sensitive to your inner state, will respond immediately and with precision. Your divine counterpart, attuned to your frequency at level beyond conscious thought, will feel the subtle yet monumental shift in your signal, and the movement that may have felt suspended will begin flowing again, naturally, inevitably, with effortless grace, an intricate dance of divine timing, orchestrated by Arcturian masters. Here is what you need to hear at deepest level of your being. Beneath every persistent doubt, nagging question, moment of quiet despair you felt about love, you have not been forgotten. Not by the universe, not by divine architect of your soul's journey, certainly not by the soul waiting for you. You were not passed over. You were not overlooked. You were with divine precision and infinite patience prepared. Every relationship that broke you open did so, because breaking open is precisely how light gets in, how new understanding dawns, how old patterns release their grip. Every goodbye that felt devastating was in truth sacred completion. Every moment of profound loneliness was the field creating necessary internal space, clearing energetic pathways, making room for something your previous version was not yet equipped to truly receive. You are closer now than ever, not merely because linear time passed, but because you have consciously and courageously grown. You have evolved, healed, and aligned yourself in precise direction your sacred contract required. This version, reading these very words, whose heart is quietly stirring right now, perhaps with tender tremor of recognition. This is your truth, whispered by the Arcturians. Tonight, in quiet sanctuary of your own being, place your hand gently upon your heart. Feel it beating. This ancient, faithful, resilient instrument that has carried you across countless lifetimes. And as you feel its steady rhythm, speak these powerful words aloud, slowly, deliberately. I am aligned with my cosmic truth. I am ready to receive what was written for me. I trust the wisdom of the stars, and I surrender to the perfect timing of my soul. Speak it as if you profoundly mean it, with unwavering conviction, until you feel it resonating as undeniable truth in every cell of your being. Because the field is listening. It has always been listening. And your signal, in this very moment, in this profound declaration of readiness, is the clearest it has ever been, radiating with unmistakable brilliance that transcends all space and time. Before you leave, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart's journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not merely content. It is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it, and if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching, you are healing. This is your sacred space, and we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starlight seed who needs it. For together, we are weaving the new tapestry of cosmic consciousness, under the luminous guidance of the Council of Light of Arcturus.